So I've been thinking of ways that I can solidify the paint and also the defensive boards. And I keep coming across this guy, Larry Sanders, every time I check out the Milwaukee Bucks roster. And he reminds me a lot of DeAndre Jordan from the Clippers, as far as from a rebounding perspective and post-D perspective. So I decided to put together a little package for the Milwaukee Bucks and offer them MarShon Brooks, a first-round draft pick, Chris Kaman, as well as the 2015 first-round draft pick, because honestly, it's not going to be worth anything, for their first-round draft pick this year, for Larry Sanders, their second-round draft pick next year, and Jeff Arden, just to make the money work. So they agreed to the deal, and I think it's going to end up paying dividends in the long run. And if it works out the way that I plan, I pretty much turned 2 bench players that were seeing no game time, 2 worthless first-round draft picks, into a 24-year-old center that could potentially dominate the paint and control the boards for the next 8 years. So we'll see what happens. So this is my first game back on the sticks right after the trade. I'm coming up the court with Farmar, trying to set up the offense, and you know you got to pass it over to the mama, let him get going early, and hit Monte Ellis with a crossover and then pull up and knock it down right in his face. After last game's heroic buzzer beater by Kobe, it's pretty safe to say that he's earned the right to do whatever he wants to do with the rock early on, as he just makes Monte Ellis look like a fool once again. I mean, come on, dude. Monte, don't even jump, man. Just let Kobe do what he wants to do. Just get out of his way and just let him have it. And look at the interior defense. That's exactly what I meant by trading for Sanders. Everybody got over there, hustled to the ball. Even though they fouled Dirk Nowitzki, whatever, everybody was flowing to the ball in the play. So that's exactly what we want, trying to lock down the paint. And another thing that Sanders actually does is makes Pau Gasol pretty much expendable at this point. I mean, even more expendable than he already was, because I was already thinking about letting him go in the beginning. Oh, nice block by Pau. He must hear me talking about him. But the hardest thing for me to do when trying to find a team to trade Pau to is actually making the money add up, in addition to finding equal value for a trade. But the money that Pau's making this season is ridiculous. I'm thinking he's making like 19 million or something like that. I don't know. It's a heck of a lot more money than he should be making if you ask me. Now look at this play. How do you get blocked if you're 7'1" or however the hell tall Pau is? How do you get blocked by a guard going up all soft like that? That's exactly how. Dude, you should have bashed that easily. That point guard shouldn't have even been in the play. But anyway, I'm still tinkering with a couple ideas on how to trade people, and oh, Kobe just did him like that. That's how you do it, pal. Gotta go up aggressive out here, or else you will get your stuff rejected. It's that simple. Now, the next part of this video is part of a segment that I'm gonna call Who Are These Lakers? Now, as you can see, I'm making some roster changes for subs because honestly, the guys are getting a little tired out there, and also they're not really producing the way that I'm kind of used to having them produce when I play in exhibition mode or whatnot. So I go with this totally unorthodox lineup of Kendall Marshall, Ben Gordon, Nick Young, Jordan Hill, and Sanders. And let's see what happens. So I come out and I just splash away with Gordon from the jump. I mean, Gordon just has that quick release. I love it. Next play, Nick Young decides he wants to get on the action too, dropping another 3. So that's a quick 6 points out the timeout, dropping a 10-point lead to 4 points and just 2 buckets. Gotta love that. And even defensively, my guys are stepping it up. I mean, everybody's picking up their assignment. They're where they're supposed to be. The rotations are crisp, forcing Dallas into a desperation 3 to beat the shot clock. I mean, that's textbook defense one-on-one. And even on offense, in the transition, knocking down another 3. So that's a 1-point game off of 3 straight buckets, 3 straight threes. I gotta love that type of production from guys on my bench, even though Nick Young is a starter for me, but still, Ben Gordon contributed. So that quick 9-0 run forces Dallas into another timeout, and I decide to switch up the lineup just a little bit, just to tweak it, and slide Pau Gasol down the center and Xavier Henry in at 3. So let's see what happens. Jordan Farmar attacks and just easily dishes it off to Pau Gasol, who goes up after the pump fake. We take the lead and we're up 2. Now mind you, when I started this run, I was down 10 points. This is my bench. My bench just came into the game and just gave me that spark that I needed just to get the momentum rolling again. And will somebody get a hand in Ben Gordon's face, please? This guy is about to win the game by himself. He must have his sights set on the Jordan Brand player of the game, because I don't know what he's doing. He's playing out of his mind right now. And don't do it to him like that, Farmar. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see that? Farmar just threw it up a little bit past half court, and Henry went up to get it. We may have just witnessed the highlight of the game, folks. When I played that in the game, I probably replayed it about 6 or 7 times. And don't worry, I'm going to spare you guys the boredom of multiple replays, but that was a hell of a play. Now, of course, they're going to go on a little bit of a run here. I expected that, but we have the game well in hand. Even Pau Gasol is contributing down in the block. So As long as we keep chipping away, we'll be in good shape. And who says big men can't throw the lob? Look at Jordan Hill connecting with Kobe. Nice little two-man game. Kobe goes up and gets it for the reverse jam. That's just easy. Kobe's like, man, I got this. I can do this in my sleep. Right back at you, Jordan Hill. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go on ahead and let the highlight roll as this game winds down. We took this one fairly easily. Then again, it is the Mavericks, but we handled business on the road, 107-95 to keep the win streak going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I'm actually thinking about progressing the series a little bit further. Maybe I might sim some games or whatnot just to move things along, because right now I'm only about 5 or 6 games into the season and I kind of want to hurry up and get into that playoff mode. So we'll see. But as always, make sure you go ahead and click that like button if you enjoyed watching this video. I definitely appreciate every thumbs up that I get. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and share this video too. That's the only way that my content's going to get out there. So it looks like it's that time once again. I'm going to have to let you go here, but I'll be back with another video real soon.